What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of DVO. Today's a big day. Today is the day the engine gets put in the car. So we're leaving town this weekend for the Rambler. You're actually watching this after we went to the Rambler. So us taking the car to John's now to get all the intercooler piping downpipe built just makes sense. So that's what we're doing. This isn't the final install of the engine. So what we're doing now is, sorry, I was trying to like open the hood, but I couldn't really find the stuff for it. So what we're doing now is kind of the test fit. I was gonna show you, pop the hood, but I'll just finish here. Get the engine in, get the plumbing done for it, and then bring it back over here after that's done, and we can take the engine back out, clean everything up, get the wiring all in, and just kind of finalize the car. So yeah, I think I'm gonna actually push this out there a little bit so I have more room to work in front of it. And plan is to put the engine in first and then get it back on the lift, mount the trans from behind it. Yeah, we'll see how far I get. I was originally thinking of not putting the drive shaft and diff in because I didn't want to have to take them back out to put the gas tank in. But it might make more sense to just put it all complete. The car doesn't have brakes currently because it doesn't have brake lines. But I'm going to work on at least getting the e-brake to work. And I guess if I got the diff and drive shaft and everything in, they could also put it in gear so that it wouldn't move. And then when it's rolling around, the axles won't be flopping, which is probably a good move to not wear out those CVs. So either way, first things first, I still need to do a little bit more engine assembly. So I'm gonna push this back and then work on that. Like I still need, like the engine arms aren't on it, and a few more things that I would like to work on. So I'm gonna get back into E30 stuff. Here we go. All right, so here's where we're at. I just took the hood off. That steering rack looks pretty cool from up here. So we're all set up there. And then I also just hooked up the e-brake cables, so we're able to make it stop. So I think next step is let's pull the engine around, get the engine arms on it, and then we should be good to go from there. So I started working on the engine. Got the bitch tube in, which, discussing with one of you guys on here, it is this is probably actually a way for crankcase pressure to escape the pan and get back to the head. Since this has a timing belt and not a timing chain, there is like this is not sealed. So like in a timing chain motor, that's like acts as a breather to let pressure get back to the top of the head to be, go through the PCV or whatever. This uses this right here. So that was cool working that out with somebody. But right now I'm working on bolting the intake in, getting that all on, and then I just power washed the engine arms, so we're gonna get those all on. All right, intake manifold, it's all the way on. Engine arms are on. I just blasted a coat of paint on those real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and mount the engine mounts in the car now. Now I kind of wish it was on the lift, to be honest with you, to get the bolts from the bottom, but I'll figure it out. 4 engine mounts though, using this poly or Delrin setup, so should be pretty good. We get all new hardware with it, and yeah. All right, slowly plugging along. I got this cap thing on, no idea what it's called. There was a little wrinkle black on that. Instead of grinding it, I just RTV'd it, made it smooth, put the gasket on, bolted it on. So I'd also leave that silver. I thought it was a good contrast. Got our wastegate back on, and yeah, that smells really good. So Amish went and got food, finished editing videos. The E38 burnout video just went up, so hope you guys enjoyed that one. That was a lot of fun to do. When he gets done eating, and he'll be able to film me doing all this stuff, and you'll get to see more of it. I finished my tasty smelling lunch, and while Chris works on engine things, I'm gonna work on aesthetic things of the E30 that will need to stay in position while John fabs up the piping. So got this grill in. I'm feeling pretty confident. Don't really big work. Yeah, it's tough. I got this other grill to put in. That's gonna be difficult, and then I have to find another one, and I think there's 2 over there. So I've got the tough job today. Chris is cheesing it, but it's good. All right, did a few more things. Got this plate down here and this bar thing put on. If you guys don't know what that's for, I have discovered that it's for if you take the trans off, that the engine doesn't tilt back just on the engine mounts, and break the water neck that goes, like, bolts right there and then goes that way to the heater core. So pretty cool thing. That's why I put it back on. We got the mount for the oil cooler, so I'm cleaning the hoses now. The 2 hoses go this out to our oil cooler that mounts at the bottom of the front valence, and then your oil filter just sits right there. That's on M20 B25s, but it's not on M20 B27s. But it's easy to adapt. I threw the thermostat housing on. We threw the throttle body on. Went to go put the dipstick in. I know I cleaned the dipstick tube, but I can't find it, so I have a dipstick, so I just shoved the dipstick in there for now. Hopefully the tube appears at some point. I'm just trying to plug as much holes as possible so that just junk while it's sitting at John's and getting transport stuff just doesn't end up in the engine. So yeah, right now I'm working on the accessories, mounting those, alternator and power steering. No idea how to do that, so I'm learning. Well guys, we hustled there for a little bit, and we have a lot of stuff. We have some hoses. These are all hoses that were on it, to be totally honest. These are not new hoses. I'm probably gonna end up buying a silicone hose kit. I think it was like $100 or a little over, something for like every hose. So just gonna end up doing that. This is more just for the mock-up purposes. We got our second coolant sensor. We got our oil pressure switch in down there. We have both our accessories with belts. Found the dipstick tube. I'm not sure what that bolts to, so I feel like there's something big here that I don't have.
So weight reduction.
Not sure that I need it though. Yeah. We got the front pipe on, along with those coolant crossover pipe. Got the rear one on, right there, and I think it's time to put it in the car.
Hell yeah. I worked really hard and got the whole grill on, so it's a big improvement.
It does actually look better.
It's a whole car now, with no fog lights that are broken or shitty front plate.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? Should we leave the diving boards fully extended, or should we sink them? I like the rear fully extended. I'm not sure how I feel about the front either way. So,
I'm gonna put a vote for keep it extended.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I wonder if it like gets us more room for like intercooler stuff.
Just a good seat.
It's true. And diving off of it.
Exactly. What if we post up at a lake sometime?
Diving off the Turbo E30.
Doesn't get much better than that.
Issues, you're not communicating?
Nothing really. I'm just kind of moving shit out of the way.
You gotta watch that side though, yeah? It looks like it'll go around that bracket.
Yeah.
Can we like lift up the front and get it leveler?
Yeah, you can do that.
Leveler?
We level-lered the engine.
Okay, I think it's gotta go towards you.
Okay.
Alright, one lined up on this.
I'm damn near lined up. I'm gonna like hold that bolt.
I can bolt mine in right now.
Can you? Oh, that's gonna save us issues.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to go down ever so slowly?
You don't have to have your hands in there.
I'm holding that bolt up so it doesn't slip through. Stop.
I haven't gone anywhere yet.
Okay, well I'm through now. Where's that nut at? There it is. It's been going down.
Yeah, maybe it was just going down the whole time.
Yeah. You might have to go down a bit more for me.
Good?
Yeah. Come down. Or are you down? That was really climactic. We had lots of drama. Lots of issues with fitting.
Yeah, it was pretty easy.
John's gonna have fun figuring out a charge pipe.
I think this will probably just get turned maybe 90 till it's like almost right here, and then just weld like a short 90 onto that and come straight forward.
It's gonna have to be, right?
I mean, it could even come up slightly and then go down. Got a lot of fucking space.
They could just go down and then like.
No, it can't be clocked a whole lot more than that.
Oh really?
Oh, that turbo sits like really in there.
It does. It's tucked.
It's like nice placement.
Yeah, that's a pretty monster truck though, as far as your ride height.
This is pretty cool, guys.
This is really cool.
It's really easy to install without a transmission on it.
Not hard. But like, yeah, that turbo is cute.
I think we're plenty good with our steering linkage.
Nah, there's not a lot of room there.
And just to reiterate, this bay is gross and crusty still. This is just temporary to put the engine in to get everything done, rip everything back out. After, because John's probably going to cut out that battery tray and some other stuff, then we'll make it pretty.
Yeah.
So, and then the other things we're getting our dirty hands on, we'll clean up too. This is just a temporary first. And we'll do some E38 stuff, and then I'll be back with you guys more tonight doing more of this. I'm not sure how long Hamish is going to hang out, but hopefully the filming is still good.
It will be good.
All right, it's a little later. Hamish is gone. I'm ready to put some more work into this thing, and thinking first thing first is get it up in the air, throw the clutch on it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab an M20 clutch, and I'm gonna grab the FX35 that I have, and just line them up together. Make sure that they have the same tooth pattern, and we'll know that we're good to run it. All right, so they actually don't spline together. The teeth are a little different. See, like they kind of skip off of each other instead of turning smoothly. So what that means, I get now another reason why people switch to M50 starter. So I'm gonna switch to an M52 one, so it's threaded. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to run a starter out of a same kind of car that would have worked on this. So not a big deal. I'm sure I've got some lying around. I'll go find one, but I'm not putting a starter in now anyway. So I'm gonna get the car in the air and get the clutch up. Well, all right, guys, I had all kinds of issues there. The clutch disc that I was using wasn't the right side for the splines of the transmission, and that's the disc that came out of my Dakar M3. So I don't know how it was working because it just was kind of loose on there. So I decided not to use that one. I found another Kevlar ceramic or ceramic Kevlar clutch disc. Ran it with that pressure plate and flywheel, so we're good. Still got to run an want to run an M52 or M54 starter, but even with a clutch alignment tool and everything, trying to get that engine in or that transmission in with I think it was the engine mounts. I think I should have loosened those because I couldn't get enough tilt on the engine. I put a pull jack under it, but it just fought me. And the first time I got it on there, it just wouldn't suck in at all. And I tried to run it in with a bolt, you know, the dumb way. That didn't work. So I took it off, realigned it, went on better that time, but it kicked my ass installing it by myself, just heaving the transmission up and throwing it in. But it's in. I threw some other things in it just kind of for space for John. Threw the brake master in, threw an expansion tank in. Maybe I could talk him into making me a metal one, but I don't want to take advantage of him. Threw the radiator in. Realized this doesn't sit as where it's supposed to. It's a little bit high. I was trying to install the oil cooler, so maybe this will be the move. I'll put the oil cooler in all the way at the bottom and stack the radiator on top of it. But I also noticed that this line is split, so I'm gonna need to order new lines anyway if I run that. So that was cool to find. But yeah, she's there. She's about ready for John's. I don't really feel like installing the hood by myself tonight, so wait for Hamish, come back in the morning and knock that out, and yeah, we'll push her on the trailer and we'll get her out of here. All right, guys, good morning. We are back here at the shop. I didn't touch anything really since the last time when I showed you last night. I did go snag a couple intercoolers out of the container though, and also the steering wheel that I'm gonna run on here. Show that to you guys. So it's this OMP that has been electrical taped, which is cool, and yeah, it's gonna look old school and like the perfect amount of shitty. I'm pretty excited for this. It's gonna look sweet. So finger all up in the scene, you know, gotta love it. Trying to leave for the Rambler today. Different video, cars out there, but we gotta get this to John's this morning to end this video. And Hamish overslept, but he'll be here soon. Probably just gonna get the hood on right now myself, and then this thing should be ready to go. Bring the truck around, get it on the trailer, and we'll go drop it off.
Hey guys, I made it. Just in time to see this thing leave.
Music, so we'll make it short, but there's that after hours car that was on our Instagram.
Let's put it next to the E46 wagon.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that. Let's see what we're working with.
Doesn't have brakes,
Okay.
but it has an e-brake.
It does have e-brake?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And the front wheel's rubbed, so it's pretty chalked.
Yeah, it doesn't roll great. You can push it, but like it won't take off on you. Like it'll sit in place.
Well, it'll be going downhill this whole way, so I'm going to finish up this 2002 now.
I'm saying you don't have to, like, if you put it somewhere, you don't have to pull the e-brake up. Like,
it'll just stay in.
Because the tires are hitting the struts.
Oh, okay, cool.
We were at a car show, and I found the guy that, like, I guess you owned this car last before us. This thing hasn't been on the road in 22 years.
Oh, cool. Sick. So I get a complete basket case to work with.
No, I stripped it to nothing.
So then I have a complete basket case
And
to build a turbo kit around.
Chris did good work.
Everything's new and it's empty.
Damn. All right. That makes me happy because every time I get E30s, they're always like complete shitbox.
No, like there was nothing under the hood, and then I put an engine in it, and then I just pieced.
Was it a complete roller or what was it?
Yeah, it was a roller, but then I took out everything and like built all.
So it's all new and all nice. Sick. Okay, cool.
It's rolling pretty good now. Straighten up.
Well, I'm dead on my ramp, so do you need to move yours?
Your wheels turned a little bit.
Oh, I think it's just the
Alignment?
yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll see how she goes. Mint.
Is that all the way back to the curb?
Almost.
Let's keep going.
Dude, you guys are like E30 offloading special.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Dude, been around the block a few times.
Just unloaded 1 or 2 cars from this bitch.
Those ramps sketch me out though, because they always like move as the car's going.
I know,
over
I
it.
heard it, and I was talking to the lady. I was like, oh god.
Yeah, no, every time.
Who's dropping a car off?
I just wait for them to.
Ben's making us new ramps.
Yep.
Wait, where'd you guys got these from Home Depot?
So I got these like 8 years ago from Home Depot.
Oh, they forgot to return type deal?
They gave them to me like when I got something and they didn't like write it on there, and I was already angry with them. I'm like, those bitches aren't going back.
Oh.
And like they've come in handy like forever since.
I'll tell you what, everything that you can get for free from Home Depot, whether it's free or not, it's fine. Because fuck Home Depot.
It's justified.
Yeah, 100%.
Grab some pliers, I'll show you stuff. All right, we're waiting for John to get some pliers. We got some pliers. This is a R33 here. It's got big brakes on it. And some Nismo wheels.
Yes.
I don't know what those are. Those like LMGT3s or something like that.
I think so. Big brakes, dry sump.
Cool. Is it gonna make power?
It's got a Zona going on there. It's a track car, so it's a dedicated track car. So probably like 600 wheel.
No, that'd be super cool.
Yeah. Very nice. I mean, they're going through and redoing pretty much every bit of suspension and everything else. They pulled the motor out, did the clutch, I think. They're doing a lot of stuff on it. Put a V-cam in it.
Oh, that's super cool.
So once that's all sorted, we'll get that turbo kit. We do an intercooler, doing charge pipes, downpipe, you know, the whole nine. So it should be pretty cool when it's all finished up. Make some power.
Good looking cars.
Yeah, you know, honestly, I'm not a huge R33 fan, but
My favorite car, man. You're talking shit.
that is not your favorite car.
It is. It's always my dream car. That's the one I have.
It's so good. Is
What?
it? Oh, is it? Wait, didn't you break it? Oh no, the 32 you broke, huh?
Yeah. It just sits in the garage at home. It just collects value. I'll never sell
Dude,
it.
they're worth so much fucking money right now.
Mine's like a V-spec and stuff. Yeah, I don't get it. It's so dumb. So, here's what we did.
Wow, lots of space. Holy fuck.
Right? Like I don't. It's like, what am I forgetting?
Yeah, literally. It's like just all the space in the world. Cool.
So the bottom cross member or whatever, it must be different. Like this is an early 4-cylinder car.
Yeah.
So the radiator needs to sit higher than the bottom mounts. So I put the fan on in the shroud so you can like see where it's like supposed to sit.
Right, so when we put the intercooler on, we can figure that out.
Yeah, and then I grabbed the oil cooler. It was like late last night when I was thinking about this. I didn't know if this would fit under the radiator and then like hold the radiator up at the correct spot. Because this doesn't have a spot for the oil cooler because it's never would have had one back then.
Right. That's probably it. We could probably make it happen.
So, and then besides that, I just tried to throw as much in there as I could. So like, I was gonna mount this somewhere over here. Power steering, I was gonna put somewhere over here. But this is a Z4M rack that I got to fit in there. And the steering shaft that made it work, it's like actually fucking sick. It's like entirely all Z4M all the way to the column.
Oh wow. Okay, cool.
But
so this thing will turn pretty good.
yeah, apparently it's the same as a 4-cylinder Z3, but it has an extra angle in it. It goes farther.
Oh really? Okay.
So it's like apparently the best rack you can get. Just nobody does it because where do you find one? It's built in a cooler, but I don't know if there's gonna be a place to put it though, so I might just get rid of it. Run all E30 ones.
Right, yeah. Or you can buy a little cooler, something like a little C-drum cooler or something.
Yeah, it's like E46 goes into like the quick disconnect stuff. So I think I have to like go all the way back to the rack itself.
Well, if you do that, I could put AN fittings, like weld AN fittings onto those, and then you can do soft lines. So you have the quick disconnect plus an AN fitting.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's it. Trains is in it. It's mounted up. So
Everything's where it belongs.
this is where it goes.
Okay. So downpipe, I'm gonna probably cut this whole thing off right here.
I was thinking
and
it's
go
rusty
straight.
and ugly anyway.
Yeah. It's a piece of
And
shit.
so the big thing is like, this car is kind of changed now to be like not as shitty as I initially thought, but I still don't care like what the fuck you hack up.
Okay. I'll still do a nice job. I'll
Yeah.
still make sure that it's not like, you know, destructor going on here.
Right.
I'll clip this off nice and clean. We'll go right through. We'll bring it out the fender. Dump tube, we're gonna just go down underneath and get rid of it.
Yeah, if you can see where it is, it's already like way down there anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, super easy. So I'll basically do like like a 90 and then a 90 down. Keep it down underneath the car so it's not so loud.
I snagged 2 cores.
1 core now.
Yeah, is it great? 1 core.
So we got like a tiny 2-inch one, which would be cool if we don't use that one. Slightly bigger 2.5. I think 2.5.
Yeah, I'll try to use that one. I might cut these off and change mounts and, make it all fit.
And then one thing that my E36 has, which I've like really enjoyed, is there's no coupler on the throttle body. It's just welded straight to it.
The elbow?
Yeah, it's just like bloop and just goes. So I don't know if that's better or if like a V-band to some people in there. They always seem to blow off.
Yeah, there's no beads on them. What I'll probably do
Well,
is
it only goes to right there. I don't actually need any of this.
okay.
But like I'm just gonna get vacuum capped and I'm not running coolant to it. So like I literally need none of that.
Okay.
But it's still just, they always never seem to like, it's like half an inch.
Yeah, there's just nothing there. What I'll probably do is I'll probably put an elbow and I'll terminate it right here so you can have a coupler right there. And it's easy to service and easy to deal with.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is just so I can still just get to all the nuts to pull the throttle body off.
Sure.
But that would be the only thing I can think of. And then with the harness, it's going to be super, like there shouldn't be anything anywhere.
In that area, right. Okay, yeah, this is honestly like pretty straightforward. Cool, yeah, I'll start working on this probably tomorrow.
Cool.
And
So,
I'll probably have it done for you probably Tuesday or Wednesday.
perfect. That was actually my exact. So we're gone this weekend at our event thing. I'll be back in the shop Monday doing shit, but then like Wednesday would be the earliest I can touch this again.
Okay.
Period. And like we're on the time crunch, but we're on schedule.
Right, gotcha. Cool, man. Yeah, this is definitely easy enough for sure.
All right, so we are leaving it here. Hopefully it's in good hands. That's a joke. It's in good hands. And we'll see it next week.
Yeah. It's exciting.
It is.
Goodbye, car.